Hi guys, so I've been using my Anycubic 3D printer about the last 4 months and I absolutely love it. And I printed off so many figures in that time, but I really wanted to see just how many figures could I get from one 1 litre bottle of resin, which works out at about £25. And that's all it cost to print out 55 miniatures, 3 giants and 2 dragons. And I know you're all shouting out, but that doesn't include the cost of the printer, and you're right. There is the initial outlay of buying the printer, but then once you have that, all the prints are so much cheaper than buying them. But now is the perfect time to buy an Anycubic printer, as they got a Christmas sale on. So I'm going to go through and show you the one that I use, and it's this, the Photon Mono X. Lovely machine, nice and big build plate, and you can print off lots of miniatures at once, which is awesome. And with the Christmas sale, it's $330 off. Perfect time to buy it for yourself or your loved one. There's a link in the description to see all their Christmas deals. Go give it a click, guys. So I'm using this 1 litre bottle of Craftsman resin in a beige colour, and that's what I'm going to be using to see how many prints I can get from this one bottle. There's a link in the description, guys, to get this from Amazon, and say it's £24.99p. I did give it more of a shake before I set the camera up, guys, so don't think I only shook it for a little bit. I did shake it lots and lots and lots. And then it's just a case of getting the USB and sticking our files on there. So I'm now getting a lot of my miniatures from my mini factory, and especially this creator called Across the Realms. There is a link in the description. So I went through and chose loads of their miniatures to use for my D&D campaigns that are coming up. So I've got a combination of heroes, monsters, and I say a couple of dragons, which is pretty awesome. And then it's just a case of opening up the files in the software that comes with the Anycubic printer. And all the miniatures are already pre-supported, which is just awesome. Then you just click a few buttons, save it to the USB, and then pop that little sucker into the 3D printer. A couple more buttons to push, and then away we go. And while that's happening, I'm getting back to building some more sets. Tomb of Horrors, here we come. So, a few hours later, can't remember exactly how long each one takes, but the software does tell you, and then it's just a case of taking it out. And as you can see, there's quite a few miniatures on there, which is awesome, and yeah, perfect. All come out really well. Probably could have actually got a few more obviously miniatures on this one build plate, but I don't like to over sort of cram it just in case. They all come off nicely, and then they get put in my wash and cure machine to be washed basically. So I am now taking advice from you guys, and that was to basically put them into some warm water, which helps the supports come off. And yeah, I'll have to agree, it did make the supports come off that much easier, because I used to just wash them and cure them and then take the supports off. And obviously by then everything's gone rock hard, so to speak. So yeah, dipping them in the warm water first does make a difference, and that is what I'm now doing. So cheers to everyone who put that in one of my previous videos. Everyone commented about washing them first, or not washing them, but putting them in some warm water. Yeah, it does make a difference. So as you can see, all the supports are coming off nice and easy. A few little fiddly bits in some of the little details, but then I get me little blade and I can just sort of trim them off. But yeah, in general, supports come off perfectly. And then it's a case onto build plate number 2. As you can see, I've got a few Centurions going here. So I've got a wide range of figures. I say there's quite a few mobs here, some heroes here. Yeah, plenty of things to be getting on with to be playing D&D. So awesome. Can't wait to get these bad boys painted. Obviously, that's the only downside to having a printer and having obviously printing off so many, because I did this over a weekend. I have now got a lot of things to paint, which is good in one way because I am enjoying the painting, but bad in another because it means I'm going to have a lot of unpainted minis for a little while. As I was printing off lots, I got into a nice little routine where I was washing and printing at the same kind of time. Yeah, just to help sort of speed process up. One print was printing, this was curing, washing, all that kind of good stuff. And again, in between all this, I'm building sets. So I am full on D&D mode, which is awesome. And yeah, there's just a case of repeating the step again and again and again. So having a 3D printer really is like having your own toy shop in your, well, living room, which is pretty awesome. So I've done lots of miniatures, and I had to go at printing off some dragons, because I've not got any of these. I doubt any of my characters will be sort of coming across dragons so far, because all my campaigns are going to be lower levels. But yeah, I wanted to have a dragon, and now I've got one. So these simply glued together, which is pretty cool. Obviously come in sections, because obviously it makes it easier for them to sort of be printed off. But yeah, really pleased with how these come out. As I say, definitely go and check out the figures by Across the Realm, as they really are so well detailed, and say there's such a big variety there, which is pretty awesome. So one thing I will do though is obviously where you glue these bits together, there are gaps. So I'm going to fill that in with some green stuff later, just before I paint them. But other than that, yeah, perfect. So a couple of big mobs, and there's my little hero. So I love the scale of these. So I will be making a little diorama, I think, with these, as I think they are just lovely. And then it was a case of my last sort of build plate came out. There was still some resin left, but it was now getting rather low. And I've not done any printing, and then it ran out of resin. So I'm not sure if that'd harm it or not. So I probably could have got another 2, 3, maybe 4 more figures out, but I decided to stop there just because I didn't want to do any harm to the machine, basically. So I spent £25 on resin, which by the looks of it would have only have got me 4, 5, maybe 6 figures tops, which well, it's kind of I guess what we're used to. But on the other hand, I spent £25 on resin and I got 55 miniatures, 3 giants and 2 dragons, which is pretty awesome. So again, once you get the initial outlay of buying the printer, obviously the prints are ridiculously cheap, which is awesome. So again guys, check out Anycubic's link down below for some great deals and great savings for Christmas, as this is the perfect time to get your 3D printer. Also check out my mini factory for your STLs, and especially Across the Realms for all these wonderful figures, as they really are awesome and highly detailed. So yeah, I can't wait to crack on and get some of these painted. Big question I guess is which ones to do first. Probably the dragon. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I just want to say a quick shout out and thank you to all my patrons as well as the sponsors for helping making it possible for me to sort of keep making these videos and obviously buying the materials I need to build stuff. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Leave comments down below, hit the like button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, take care, bye for now.